How would you feel if you could send a message to your audience and have direct access to them, no algorithm games? That's exactly why I think you clicked on this video, because email marketing is, as much as the social media manager, influencer marketing manager, and me love social, you don't own it. And when you own your email list, you have direct access to your audience. So I'm hoping you clicked this video because you're looking to get started with email marketing. Hi, I'm Amber Calderon, and I lead Teacher Marketing Academy, where I help teacher business owners grow and scale their business with creative content strategies, because the hustle and grind mentality only goes so far. I was a former teacher and TPT seller that took all of my learnings to lead social media and influencer marketing now for 2 ed tech brands, and I love every single minute of it. Also absolutely love helping teachers just like you. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to start an email list for Teachers Pay Teachers sellers. Before you can even send an email, you need to decide what service provider you're going to choose, and there's a lot of options out there, and it can appear pretty overwhelming. I have trialed so many different email marketing providers, not only from my TPT days, but also now in my teacher marketing business and for the 2 edtech brands that I lead. So they all kind of come over the same 2 things that you need to decide, which are super important. And the first one is assess the features. Every single platform, just like when you're trialing social media management tools, website, it's going to come with different features, and you need to decide which one's most important for you. Do you want to make sure that you have trigger emails so then you can create those types of funnels to put that marketing on autopilot? The second tip when assessing a service provider is understanding the user list pricing. And if you have MailChimp or have ever used MailChimp, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Most platforms up to a point will allow you to use the base price, but when you reach a certain threshold of subscribers, the price goes up. And it's true for MailChimp, and without realizing it, even if you're not sending emails, you could end up paying a hefty monthly price without even sending emails that month. So hopefully you're more consistent than not sending emails per month, but we're just talking about the bare bones to get you started. So for example, MailChimp, which I use as an example, has tons of bells and whistles to allow you to do pretty much what you need for email marketing, but it also comes with a sliding scale of a price. So you can have a basic, standard, different types of, their levels of their pricing model. However, when you get more subscribers, the price of that base goes up. Now, a lot of people also use ConvertKit, which is going to give you advanced tagging. So that is a little cheaper option. However, once you go over a certain threshold, again, the price goes up. A lot of teacherpreneurs have opted for Flowdesk, which I have worked with teachers who use Flowdesk, and full disclosure, Flowdesk is in the beta mode right now, which means they're testing so many different features. It's not 100% launched yet. However, you can join for $19 a month, I believe. I have a link, I'll leave it down below. It is an affiliate link, just so you know. And with that, you get locked in at their pricing, which means for this base price, $19 a month, it doesn't matter how many people that you have. So you're not penalized for having tons of teachers that want to follow you and get your emails. So that is a platform that, after working with so many teachers who have designed their email templates, it has welcome sequences, it has funnels that you can create. Does it have everything that ConvertKit or MailChimp has? No, but it is something for somebody who's looking for a cheaper price that still is able to get the job done. That's what I recommend. Again, ConvertKit, I always say, I feel like people are ebbing and flowing between Flowdesk and ConvertKit. ConvertKit does have a lot more advanced upgrades that just Flowdesk doesn't have because it's not beta. However, if you're just getting started or you're Amber, I just need to collect my email address and send my emails, then that one's for you. But if you want to do more, ConvertKit's the way to go. So you're probably thinking, Amber, which one do you use? So I currently use Kajabi for my email marketing, and it's because I run my entire teacher marketing academy through Kajabi. Kajabi allows you to have a website. It's honestly just like, if I were to start again, I feel like Kajabi just has everything that I need. It allows you to start a website, host a podcast. I can run my Teacher Marketing Academy course directly through it. And I can also create like email marketing, like all of my emails, my welcome sequences, my landing pages, all of my payments. It has everything that I need for my business, all wrapped up in like one beautiful box. And so that's what I use. So if you don't have a course or anything of the sort, but maybe you have a podcast, Kajabi could be for you, but let me know down below what you use for your email provider or which one you're thinking of using. I'd love to talk to you down below about your needs and help you figure out which one's the best one. In this video all about how to start an email list for Teachers Pay Teachers Sellers, we started with step 1, assessing which service provider you want to use. So then you know which platform you need to learn and grow, so then you can start sending emails right away. Now, the second one is gonna sound pretty simple, but you have to give teachers a reason to join your email list. If you simply say, well, join my email list, well, that sounds a little self-serving, and what's in it for them? So my recommendation is to go through your vault of all of these things that you've made but haven't really published yet on TPT. They're kind of half-baked, and finish one of them. It doesn't have to be a super big product, something small. Or you can simply look at your blog, find something that was already linked to your Google Drive, it's already made, and that can be your free opt-in to allow teachers to sign up for your email list. What that means is you're gating this content, so that means a teacher has to complete an action in order to receive this for free. So this is in the form, it could be a checklist, a template, some sort of freebie, a downloadable. You can even get fancier, and maybe you wanna pull some of your blog posts together into a guide for teachers. Think of all of these free things that you create. My tip, my tip is to pick something that's evergreen, which means something that's going to last throughout the year. I am not saying this because I'm saying, oh, you can't do anything that's seasonal. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are just getting started creating an email list, if you're picking something time sensitive that's very focused on, say, back to school, that's not going to stand the test of time 2 months from now, right? And then you're going to be scrambling, trying to figure out what your next freebie is, so that can be your opt-in. So my tip for people that maybe don't have as much time is pick something that's evergreen. Now, that being said, you definitely can and should create different opt-ins for your email list, but we're not gonna get into that in this video. This video is all just about how to start an email list, okay? So I'm not gonna get fancy and talk about all these different options for you to do. That's not what we're here for. Bare bones framework, okay? So this is, what is your opt-in going to be? So for example, I had 2 ways that you could join, 3 ways that you could join my newsletter. And if you're not a part of my newsletter, I'm gonna go ahead and link that down below. That's where I send teacher marketing tips hopefully every week. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks, to wonderful teachers like you to share not only different teacher marketing tips, but also tips that you cannot find on any of my other channels, whether it's my blog, my Instagram, this YouTube channel. I definitely curate extra nuggets that are only found in that email list. So if you want to make sure that you're always in the know of some of the stuff that I'm sharing, make sure you fill that out down below. So I share free tips. That's one of my ways, and technically not really an opt-in, but it's one of my value props. My second one is in the spring. I ran a spring cleaning checklist, and I provided all these different ways that you could spring clean different areas of your business, and it was a checklist. So think about how you could do something like that for your own business. And then the third thing that I did is I created a ton of content about email marketing, and I wanted to create a freebie that went along with it. So I believe that call to actions are super important for your email marketing because it really drives people to take action. And you don't want to have long-winded CTAs. You want to make sure that they're very focused, and they also have variety. So I created 50 free call to actions that you can use in your email list that you can pull from for inspiration. I will also link that down below. Don't get annoyed with me that I keep saying that, but notice how these are examples of ways that I can get your email address and get to know you a little bit more while also providing value back to you. So think about that with your opt-in for your email. What value can I provide to teachers so then they want to join? They feel like, oh, I'm an authority in this specific thing, and they're gonna trust me because they're giving you access to their inbox. That's a very personal thing, and you will not have to fight the algorithm when TPT sales come or when you have a new product launch. You will be able to directly send to them. And when I was selling Teacher Marketing Academy, a couple months ago. Now it's closed, it's gonna reopen in October, but when I was doing that, I actually had most of my sales come from email marketing. Even though I had, however many 17,000 followers on Instagram or whatever, even though I was creating content everywhere, that personal touch point through email really helped that conversion. Of course, the other channels helped, but that's just a direct, yes. So I want to make sure that you are thinking about providing value to your audience authentically as a way to, it's almost like if you give enough deposits, you can make a withdrawal. Okay, teacher, we are wrapping it up to the third and last thing that you need to do to start your email list. So we talked about you should pick a service provider. You should decide what you're giving away for free that's gonna be like the hook that you're gonna reel them in so you can capture that email address. And then the third is you gotta tell people about it. So you need to promote it, and you need to promote it more than once. So for instance, put it in your link in bio, talk about it on your stories. How can you naturally weave it into your post? Notice how I talked about 3 call to actions alone in this video. Actually, I talked about more, but let's see if you can watch it back and figure out how I did that. I'm also gonna put it in the description. There are so many ways. Could you write a blog naturally about your freebie? That way people are so excited about it and then they wanna enter their email and then get that from you, and now you have that email address. Do you create pinnable images that you can pin across Pinterest that drive to your landing page where they insert their email address to get that freebie? So there are so many different ways that you can talk about it, and keep in mind if you only have one, as long as you are providing value to your audience, you're not talking too much about it, okay? So now if you're only saying, get this freebie, get this freebie, get this freebie, that's annoying and nobody wants that. But if you're telling a story and you're weaving it naturally, that's where they feel like, ooh, yes. Or like, how can you also show some behind the scenes things of, creating the freebie, or showing that excitement of like, oh, I'm so excited to serve you, because you should be excited to do that, right? And with that, they then remember and it becomes top of mind. So make sure you have a plan to at least share it a couple of times a month, at a minimum. I promise you people don't remember. And as much as everybody loves your content, they're not watching it all the time, because that's how the algorithm works. And that's why email is so important. I hope this video all about how to start an email list for TPT sellers, the very bare bones. I'm not gonna overwhelm you with all of the nuts and bolts. We're just gonna get you started. And if you clicked this video, then you just need to start. And don't let analysis paralysis take over for you. Just get going. You can change it later, and I'm here with you every step along the way. If you like this video, it would mean a lot to me to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I haven't posted a video in a long time, and a like would just show me, hey, I want to hear more tips from Amber. So that would really be helpful for me. And let me know what email service provider you use down below. I'm super interested in what you're choosing and why. It also helps me. And what's your opt-in? If you are like, wait, I don't know what my opt-in is, or which one should I choose, seriously let me know. I am going to answer your comment. So you want me to talk to you? You want me to help you? I'm here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.